Hello, my name is Ricky Wascher. I own and operate Cimamusic out of Tucson, Arizona. I am a mix engineer, a recording engineer, and a music producer. I started the Home Studio Chronicles channel as a way of showing my personal trials and tribulations of recording in a home studio environment. As we all know, homes are not inherently designed to be sound recording spaces. So through the channel, I want to share with you the tools and strategies that I've developed and used over the years to get good recordings out of my home. I do want to emphasize that this is not a channel that is designed to be a source of tutorials for mixing, recording, mastering, things like that. There are already a number of great people online, of great channels, where you can go and just see great mix tutorials. People like Michael White, Warran Huart, Colt Capperune, Andrew Masters, Dave Guetta. My main goal is to show you the process that I use for recording in a home studio environment. For recording in a space that really is not designed to be a recording space. The only room in my home that is professionally treated is my mix room, because I need a proper environment for monitoring what I'm recording and mixing, and I need to make sure that what's coming out of my monitors is as precise as possible, that it's not being colored by room reflections, or it's not being colored by other anomalies in the room. The rest of the home is completely unaltered, which means I have to turn every space into a sound recording space. So through this channel, I want to show you what I've done over the years and the tools I've built over the years to be able to quickly transform a room and to quickly break it down. Because my goal also at the end of the day is to make sure that once a recording session is done, everything is packed up quickly and put away, and my studio becomes a home again. I like to tease my wife, and I tell her that our home is a recording studio disguised as a home, and she really doesn't think that's funny. So a very important aspect of that is developing a process that is quick, that is temporary, and that is efficient. Because not only do I have to break things down at the end of the day and put them away and turn my studio back into a home, I also have to find a way of breaking things down and setting up in another part of the house, especially when it's a day-long session and I have a lot of players, a lot of instruments are being tracked. So again, this is about building a sound temporary space and being able to break it down quickly, being able to move it around quickly, and to be efficient about it so I'm not interrupting a recording session because I'm taking hours to move stuff around and to break it down and build it up again. I also want to emphasize that learning how to record in my home, finding the spaces that work, fixing the spaces that don't work, really took a lot of years of trial and error. So for me, what really worked was just recording everywhere in my home and really trying to discover what the rooms did to my recordings, what they did to instruments, and really trying to adapt over the years my spaces to give me good recordings. My goal for this channel is to make it as personal, intimate, and organic as possible. So I'm not going to be using a lot of specialized video gear. The video is not really my forte. I will be using cell phone cameras, GoPros, things like that, because I really want to make this feel much more personal, and I want to make sure that everybody that watches this channel can relate to it and can relate to me. I'm a home studio guy. I've been a home studio guy for over 20 years. So I've dealt with the worst environments. I've dealt with the worst of challenges. And over time, I've learned how to record successfully in my home. I do want to emphasize, of course, we all live in a different home, a different environment, a different layout. Short ceilings, tall ceilings, big rooms, small rooms. So what I do here may not relate to you, but I think overall the philosophy does. It's how do you discover the spaces in your home, in your apartment that work for you? How do you discover the spaces that don't? And how do you fix those spaces to make them as acoustically sound as possible? Again, this is not going to be a tutorial, but I may get into the weeds a little bit. For example, how do you set up a microphone in a room to take advantage of the color of the space, or how do you set up a microphone in a room so that you can kind of get rid of the ugliness of the space. Also, maybe from time to time, I may show you a mix or two that shows what the spaces sound like recorded, or I may share with you what I do if a microphone doesn't really give me the sound that I want, what tools do I have at my disposal in Pro Tools, or what plugins I have at my disposal to kind of compensate for that. I'm really excited to start this journey, and I hope that you are too. And really what I want more than anything out of this channel is for people to be able to share what they do in their home studios, what tools and strategies they've developed over the years to make their spaces sound recording spaces. I think it's really important to learn from each other, to give each other information. I want this to be a community where everybody can learn from one another. So thank you for being part of my community. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you. And please feel free to leave comments. Please feel free to share with us the strategies that you use in your home studio. And I'm really looking forward to the ride.